Welcome to today's video. Today we are opening up our second box of Fusion Strike. We've got a brand new 36 packs here. We're going to be opening the first 18 in this video. So we're going to flip over and get right to it. Alright, so we're getting in here. As you can see, we've still got our chase cards that we are looking for. Gabby is going for that full art Bolton V. I'm going for the alternate art Gengar VMAX. I love that Gengar just sucking up everything he can find while he's been Gigantamax Giant. So we're going to be looking for those. We've got our box here, and like I said, we're going to be going through the first 18 packs. I'm going to start it off here. I'm going to start with the first pack.
Do it.
Hopefully get some nice hits. Hopefully we just do it like right off the bat, just bam, Gengar VMAX. That would be super sick. All right, starting off with Grass Energy, into Exadrill, Trevenant, Adventures Discovery, Panseer, Gumi, Snubble, Arrokuda, Geodude, Morpeko Reverse Foil. I like that. We already talked about how strong this card can be, just doing more and more damage with all the damage counters that he has on himself. And the rare for the pack is Blissey with the Expert in roundness. We talked about that. Should have been named Expert. Should have been named Expert.
Energy, Luxio, Metapod, Persian. We just got a really cute little Persian.
Yeah, we did just get a new Persian plushie.
Basculin, Grubbin, Mankey, Krogunk, Panseer, Dreepy Reverse Foil, and a Grimmsnarl holographic.
Our favorite holographic in the set just keeps coming right back to us.
Sure.
Starting off with the Fighting Energy, Maycargo, Charjabug. I don't think we've seen the Charjabug. Oh wait, maybe we have. Just looks like a little bus boy. Little bus boy. Judge, Baneri, Basculin, Grubbin. So we evolved Grubbin into Electrobug, or what was it? Charjabug? The bus thing? Mm-hmm. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, he goes into that. Mankey, Krogunk, Chansey Reverse Foil, and the rare is Arcanine.
Fire, Trevenant, Schoolgirl, Adventures Discovery, Shelder, Caterpie, Drillbur, Shinx, Baneri, Melton Reverse Foil, and a Toxicroak.
Old Metal Energy, Barrascuda, Copperaja, Cook, Zorua, Shelder, Caterpie, Drillbur, Shinx. Got the Ninetales Reverse Foil, and the rare is Zeraora.
Water, Charjabug, Judge, Exadrill, Totodile, so cute, Baneri, Clobopus, Tynamo, Zorua, Heatmore Reverse Foil, and Toxtricity holographic.
Nice. The Fusion Strike Toxtricity, I think, what's it do? It weakens your opponent's VMAX Pokemon's HP by 30.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it used yet, but I mean, it could be useful for Pokemon that aren't able to do like, you know, the big 130, 140 damage. Lower that closer to the 300 range. Alright, Darkness Energy. Cook. Morgrem. We like Morgrem. Quick Ball. Toxel Fusion Strike. Totodile. Baneri. Clobopus. Tynamo. Galarian Obstagoon Reverse Foil. I've seen that some people have been using this, I think for the Silence Attack maybe, or it's one of the ones, maybe the Merciless Strike that's been doing good damage, does big damage to Mew Fusion Strike, so people have been using it as kind of a counter to that. And the rare for the pack is a Selgor.
Water, Simisear, Farewell Bell, Galarian Linoon, Totodile, Trubbish, it's kind of like very colorful trash. Phantom, Snorlax, Snom, Garbodor Reverse Foil.
You evolve from the Trubbish.
And, ooh, a holographic Steelix. I very much like Steelix.
Starting off with a Lightning in this pack. Copperuja, Cook, Cooks just love me. Macargo. Clauncher. Growlithe. Just hanging out. Stuffle. Just looking up at the sky in the middle of the city. Sigilyph. Toxel. Shinx reverse foil.
So cute.
And the rare is
Ooh.
Greninja V. All right.
Cool.
I haven't seen anyone being really using this, so I don't know how like competitively viable it is. It is kind of cool that we have the Greninja V to go along with like the Greninja V Union. It's kind of nice that we get like that they've kind of done that, you know, so you can kind of have the V card and then like almost like the big daddy of it, the V Union. This one, let's see, he's got the Water Drip attack that for water and a colorless does 40 damage. And then Dancing Shuriken. It does 80 times for 2 water and a colorless. Flip 3 coins, this attack does 80 damage for each heads. So that's what, 270? No, 240? How's math work? Yeah, 240 damage. So potentially if you hit 3 heads, you're one-hitting every single Pokemon V in the game, which could be pretty nice. I wonder if there's some ways to kind of like burst. It would be nice if this had like, honestly, this would be really good if it had like the Rapid Strike tag on it or something, so you could do it with a Rapid Strike energy, or even like, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's definitely interesting though. If you could play with Glimwood Tangle to reflip your coins if you get bad coin flips, so there's some potential there, but I think just having the 240 top end damage and you have to flip 3 heads, which I think the probability of that is like 12% on any one you know attack, is just kind of rough. Other than that, you're like trying to get 2 coins just to 2-hit most Pokemon V, and that's not, you know, super favorable. So
yeah,
you can kind of see why it's not really being played, but cool art nonetheless with the. Cool, I like the Water Shuriken down here that's going around. Definitely going with the Dancing Shuriken attack. That's cool. It's a little kind of frosty.
Darkness, Gliscor, Centiskorch, Bugcatcher, Galarian Darumaka, Sizzlipede, Stuffle, Sandygast, Plusle, Beware Reverse Foil, and a Huntail.
Nice. This Huntail, I think what it does is it cancels out your opponent's single strike energy. You'd have to read it to us.
Your opponent's single strike Pokemon's attacks cost 1 more.
Oh, it must be a different one I'm thinking of. Anyways, that's pretty good, you know, especially since single strikes are around so much, and a lot of the energy costs are either a lot, but they're able to accelerate with the Houndoom, or they're like kind of low, like Gengar is only attacking for 2 darkness energy. So if you have to add an extra energy cost to every single one of your opponent's single strike attacks, not only do they then have to, you know, figure out maybe they aren't able to attack for a turn, but also they might have to accelerate more single strike energy, which obviously will help increase their damage. But when you accelerate the Houndoom, you have to ping 20 damage onto the Pokemon that you're accelerating the energy. So maybe it's getting their Pokemon closer to being within range of your attacks. So that's kind of like a 2-pronged way of thinking about it. If you could potentially slow them down and make them put more damage on themselves by using the single strike roar from the Houndoom. So potentially Huntail. Haven't seen it used yet, but definitely could be useful to slowing down single strike decks. Starting this pack off with a fighting. Scabulous a fight.
Last time I did that, it
Got
closed
the
my movement ring.
Close your move ring. Musharna. Heatmore. Mankey. Clauncher. Growlithe. Stuffle. Sigilyph. Galarian Darumaka reverse foil, and the rare is Huntail again. Nice, back-to-back Huntails. What are the chances? Definitely gotta maybe try and, you know, use those Huntails in a deck to shut down a single strike. Maybe it could be useful in Mew, since single strike is one of the biggest like hindrance to the Mew VMAX Fusion Strike deck. The single strike, the Gengar and the Umbreon hit for weakness on the Mew, so maybe it's useful there.
Double, Spongy Gloves, Frostmoth, Meowth, Onix, Tootle, Shroomish, Klefki, Claydol Reverse Foil, and a Zeraora.
Alright, we got Darkness from my Gengar, Hawkluka, Lapras, Schoolboy, Panpour, Shinx, Shelmet, Drillbur, Chansey Reverse Foil, and the rare for the pack is Goodra. Oh, the
Goodra.
infamous Goodra. Haven't seen this yet, but as soon as someone builds a Goodra deck, I'm going to be very mad. Because I think if you remember last time I told you, the Goodra, when you would try to attach an energy from your hand, it makes you flip a coin. If you flip tails, that energy gets discarded. And it doesn't use up your energy attachment for the turn. Like, you can keep trying again. But imagine if you, like, get super unlucky. Then 12% of the time, you're going to try to attach 3 energy in a turn and flip tails on all of them. Lose all your energy to the discard pile, where most decks are playing fewer than 10 energies. And then you're just like, well, I guess I'll lose. I don't get to attack the Goodra. Or anything, really.
Lightning. Farewell Bell. Galarian Linoon. Stantler!
Nice.
Aww.
It's a very cool. Stantler is getting, I bet you in one of the future sets coming up soon, we're going to get an evolution. Because I think Stantler either has like an evolution or it has a new form in the Legend Arceus games.
I like Stantler.
So we're probably going to get a new Stantler card soon.
Snorlax. Snom. Dreepy. Makuhita. Rookidee. Heliolisk Reverse Foil. And, ooh, an Absol. I like Absols.
Leaf Energy in this pack. Gliscor. Mandibuzz. Ninetales. I actually thought about this Ninetales. So with this Ninetales ability, Gabby, it has the retreat cost of each of your Pokemon with any fire energy attached are double colorless less. What I was thinking about is in Rayquaza. Because Rayquaza, you always almost are discarding the electric, and you always need a way to kind of like get out of the active. So if you have that fire energy attached to the Rayquaza, I was kind of thinking that this with the what's the attack, the ability by way of the Nine-Tailed Fox. It also can't get turned off from Path to the Peak.
Okay.
So that kind of helps too. Like if you're being Path to the Peak and you can't use your Azure Pulses, and you're like, shoot, I need to use Azure Pulses to get a switch to get my Rayquaza into the bench, so then I can start putting more lightning energy on it again. I was kind of thinking with this, like this gives you the free retreat each turn. So even if you have 2 Rayquaza that each have fire energy on them, you can keep switching them out, retreating, and powering up the one on the bench for the next turn. So if it's like somehow you can get a turn ahead, I was kind of thinking that maybe this Ninetales had a place in Rayquaza, just because it doesn't seem like there's any other fire decks that need to retreat as much as like the Rayquaza does. So I'm kind of excited about potentially trying that.
I can see it.
Smeargle, Panpour, Eevee, Shinx, Shelmet, Corviknight Reverse Foil, one of my favorite Pokemon, and the rare for the pack is Arcanine.
Water. Dunsparce. Dancer. Kangaroo.
Pingoro, I think.
Oh yes, Pangoro. I
Pangoro?
thought that was an E. Mudkip. Caterpie. Ooh, Morpeko, the happy one. Eevee. Shelter. Schoolboy Reverse Foil. Cloyster.
Little punch energy. Phalanx. Simisage. Look at that boy just dancing in the moonlight. Dancer with Simisage. I bet Dancers have Simisages. That makes sense. Smeargle. Quillfish. Tynamo. Galarian Meowth. Gossifleur. Toxtricity Reverse Foil, the Fusion Strike one. And rare for the pack. Golem.
That's kind of a cool Golem.
Yeah, I really like the art on this one, just because it's like, I don't know, I like the idea of like the self-destructing is like coming from like an essence inside, and it's like cracking through the rocks, because obviously like Golem is made up of all the rocks that are put together. It's not just like one solid rock or whatever.
It's a rock.
And I kind of like that they're all kind of like breaking apart as he's exploding with his desperate blast ability to, put 10 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon when he faints. So I like it. I like the art going with the ability. It's cool.
Fight.
Lots of fighting energy.
Cross Switcher. Croconaw. Exidrill. Skitty. Phalanx. Choodle. Volibee. Dewpider. Phantom Reverse Foil. And a Blissey.
Third Blissey, right? Damn.
Obviously our box is stacked.
Yeah, so
Like,
this is
wow.
the only hit in the first 18 packs. You know what that means? If you watch the whole video, the back has got to be loaded. Because usually we're looking at about 7 hits a box, 7 Pokemon Vs a box. So you can only assume the back half of this box has got to be loaded, or we got screwed, which is fine because we got a lot of other cool fun cards to play with. Some cool texts to try out. Really got to eventually play that Let's All Roll Out with the Blissey and try that out because there's so many Pokemon VMAX out there. But for now, we just got this nice, beautiful Greninja V. I mean, can't complain of all the Pokemon V in this set. Definitely one of the coolest arts with the Shuriken being like whipped around over here. That's incredibly cool. Anyways, like I said, got to join us next weekend because we've got the last 18 packs of this box. Does it feel heavy to you?
It feels heavy.
It feels a little heavy to Gabby. So that means there's probably got to be some nice big colored and inky cards in there. Anyways, I hope you join us next weekend for more Pokemon card pack openings where we open up the second half of this Fusion Strike box. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend and week ahead.